Hey guys, it's your favorite boss babe, Sylvia from Like Home Pet Care.
And Leanna from Dollhouse Express.
So it's May, we got another month down, right?
Yes.
I'm excited. June is around the corner, summer's around the corner.
Yeah, we're doing something a little bit different today. We're actually recording at a location.
Yes, we're at Shaka Bowl in Hoboken. Their food is really good. Their shakes are really good. We're actually eating right now. I'm dying to dig in.
I already started digging in because I couldn't wait. But yeah, what's your buzz and your dud of the week?
Well, right now, my buzz of the week is just food. Just avocado roll is amazing. My buzz. I guess everything falling into place for Dog Mom's Day. I just redid the backyard yesterday, and it's looking so cute because it was much overdue. That backyard was driving me crazy.
And a shout out to Sylvia for doing all of this on her own. Like, this girl fixes cars, backyard. She's very, very handy.
I do bathrooms too. But I did have the help of Nikki and my other groomer Angel. In the afternoon, they helped me put down the remaining stuff, but that was tiring. So that was my buzz that I got that out the way. My dud would be that I have not been keeping up with my diet or my gym. I've been too busy. It's just like, you know, when you're so busy, you don't have that time to cook something or eat healthy. You just eat whatever is there.
Yeah. My dud is definitely the same. I have not made it to the gym this week. Obviously, because we go to the gym together. So, like, when one person misses, the other one usually does too. So it's like good to have a gym buddy because you get motivated.
But also bad because then you never go alone.
That's your excuse. So it's like one of you have to be on point to like push the other person. My buzz would be that I'm in the process of getting a vehicle, so I'm excited about that. I kind of lowered all my bills for a while when I started the business, and we like really got down to basics because you have to make sacrifices when you're running your own business.
Yeah.
So now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I can add this to my monthly expenses, and it's not gonna break the bank, so I'm gonna be moving around again, which is great.
Definitely helps to have a car, and it's really hard. Like, you don't realize how much you need it. Like, for the little things, you could Uber everywhere, but at the end of the day, it's gonna get very costly.
Yeah, it depends where you live. Closer to the city is always easier, but you know, in New Jersey, I feel like it's best to have a vehicle to move around.
Jersey City does have a lot of forms of public transportation. Like, the light rail is good too, but still, it's like when you have to just go for that one thing, or when you have your dog with you, or you have like stuff with you, it doesn't make sense to do like light rail and stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry guys if you hear the background noise, you know, making shakes.
Yeah, we're making shakes out here.
But yeah, so
today we're going to be discussing networking and the importance of networking. Summer's coming up, so there is a lot of events starting out, and if you have a business, it's definitely a good idea to get out there and meet other business owners and put yourself out there as well.
yeah, and if anyone's ever done a vendor event, you know how important it is to the business and also how stressful it could be. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And we also have a special guest today, which is going to be the owner of one of the owners of Shaka Bowl. We'll be interviewing her shortly. But first, our toast of the day. So our toast of the day is going to go to
Aden. I hope that I am saying that right, but she made history as the first model to wear a hijab and a burkini in Sports Illustrated swimsuit. Let's give it up to her.
She's looking great, by the way. I love it.
Amazing, amazing. And like, what an incredible thing to be a part of these movements that are
I'm so happy that we're present in this time. It's very obvious. I know there's always been movements and people doing stuff throughout years and throughout decades, but I just feel like more so now it's a really big renaissance, a spiritual renaissance, a societal renaissance. It's just everything's changing. Glass ceilings are being broken, and I think what she's doing is beautiful, and just to show that you don't have to show off all this skin to be beautiful or to be on Sports Illustrated. So mad props to her.
Yes, and you know, also to respect and honor the way that you were raised, and your religion and your upbringing, and not letting anyone change that. I mean, you can still always be yourself, and it's just amazing. She looks so good in the cover, so props to her.
She looks really good. I like the colors she chose. So, what's poppin' this week?
Well, speaking of networking events, like I said, the weather is getting warmer and people are just more prone to go out and do things. So there's a lot of events that you can sign up in, Hoboken, Jersey City. Almost all these towns usually have different events coming up. I think you're doing, isn't there a dog one coming up?
Yes. Well, there's obviously my Dog Mom's Day. So if you haven't got your tickets, I'm still allowing a few more spots open. But it's supposed to be lots of fun. We're gonna have food there, drinks, music. And there's also going to be Dog Fest. Dog Fest is June 29th. It's going to be by Liberty Harbor in Jersey City by the Beer Garden. It was awesome last year. Like awesome. If you have a dog, you're a pet parent, I would definitely recommend going there. Jersey City Marketplace opened up their vendor events. So if you want to sign up, if you're a business owner, you want to sign up, you can go on their site. Or if you just want to go, they have a whole list of they have it almost every weekend. All About Downtown Street Fair comes up in September also, and I believe they still have spots for vendors as well.
This is the time, you definitely want to sign up before they run out of spaces.
I mean, I love vendor events. They can be really stressful, but after you do it and you get it done, it's just like you always want to do more.
Right? It's like whenever they're coming up, you're like, I really don't want to do this. I mean, it kind of takes like all the energy out of you. But honestly, when you're there, the energy that you get from everybody else who's pursuing their own dreams also and trying to push their own businesses, there's really nothing you can trade for that.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling. You always leave feeling empowered, and obviously you're marketing your business, which is the most important part.
It definitely is a good way to get more business in the door. I would say if you're starting up, vendor events are a must. It's just how you get the community and the neighborhood to get to know about you, because not everyone's on social media. You don't have everyone's email, so it's a great way to go make your email list bigger. Is at these events, and they could be a little stressful, but pays off.
Yeah, and there's nothing like face-to-face connections. I mean, Instagram and Facebook, that's all great, but to have that connection with people face-to-face really is going to set you apart from everybody else, and it makes it personable, and people want to meet the face and the person behind the business. So this is like a really good way to do it.
Yeah, so once you do your first vendor event, you're pretty much set up for all the other ones, because I feel like once you have everything packed in a box, like this is for the event, you just take that same stuff out in every event. It just makes it easier to go to. I know it was stressful. My first one was stressful because I was like, oh my God, I need to get this, I need to get that. But once you have it, it's just easy to go
and
for
another thing, like, don't feel like you don't have everything to go to an event. Like, you're gonna start small, so get the basics, and every time you do another event, you're gonna get a couple more things, and you're gonna add a couple more things to your table, to your booth. So every time it's gonna get better. You don't have to like break the bank either. But just get yourself out there and then see what everybody else is doing. You can get ideas of what you want to do and what works for you.
We've definitely met a lot of boss babes on these events. We actually, the owner of Shaka Bowl, we met her at Mint Market's grand opening.
Yeah, that we were actually doing our very first episode that day with the boss babes of Mint Market, and they had different vendors there, and she was one of the vendors that were there, as well as the House Express. So that's how we met. That's amazing. What else do we have going on? We have Rosé Mansions coming back.
I'm so excited to go to that. You went without me last year, and I'm mad I missed it. So I'm excited to go to that thing this year.
Yeah, so it's opening. The tickets are already on sale, but the first day is June 1st, which your favorite girls are actually going to be there.
I'm excited.
I think we got the 1:30 p.m. I may be wrong with the time, but we're going to be there around that time because they break them up into different sections. So if you buy your ticket for June 1st, let us know so we can take some pictures together. I personally also have a master makeup class coming up June 2nd. So if you're a makeup artist or interested in becoming a makeup artist, this is a great hands-on class, and you're going to learn all the tricks to get a flawless look. And the tickets are on sale on my website, thehouseexpress.com. So look out for that. We have amazing sponsors. So the goodie bag alone is like worth it.
Yeah, you're gonna have mad makeup in there. I'm excited for that.
It's gonna be really good.
Even if you're not into the makeup industry and you like doing it yourself, why not invest in this? You get a lot of makeup out of it. You get to learn a technique. Or if you're an experienced makeup artist, like you can come in and learn a new technique and get stuff out of it. So.
Yes, I'm very excited for that. We have that coming up. City Kids, who we actually interviewed a couple episodes back, is having her grand opening, and that's next Thursday, May 9th. And it's starting at 5 p.m. She's in Hoboken, so we'll go post up her flyer also, so you guys have the address. But that's going to be a lot of fun for all our moms out there. So if you have real children or dog children, we got events coming up for you. You don't want to miss.
Didn't we have Picnic coming up too?
Picnic is coming up. The tickets are on sale. That sells out really fast. And it's so cute because it's a big festival. It's all pink, and definitely something that, you know, if you like your Instagram pictures, you want to be there. They have music, different vendors. So that's always a lot of fun. They even have a pool there. So bring your swimsuits, yes. Bring your pink.
We're gonna have a combining duo for that day. A nice cute bathing suit for that.
Oh my God, this food is really amazing, by the way, guys.
I'm about to dig into those tacos, but I was talking too much and I didn't want to, like, you know. So I'm definitely gonna go for those tacos right now.
But yes, as always, we love to bring other boss babes into our interviews and kind of empower everything that they're doing. So today we have a special guest. Welcome to the owner of Shaka Bowl, one of the owners.
Yeah,
great
founder.
Very excited to have you on. We're like stuffing our faces as we do this interview because the food is just too good.
Yeah, those avocado egg rolls are really, really good. I've never had something like that, so it was just nice. A nice change. I want to go for this taco, but I don't know how I'm going to do that while we're...
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my sister and I started the company after we resided in Hawaii back in 2014 in a town called Hilo. It was on the Big Island. We lived there for about 7-8 months. We came back. I've been in the culinary industry probably for about 14, going on 15 years, in and out of restaurants, front of the house, back of the house. So I'm actually the executive chef, one of the founders. I call myself a philanthropist. So after we got back, I was just dedicated to kind of just bringing that Hawaiian vibe and style and food and culture here, because it really wasn't on the mainland yet, especially on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So I kind of kept writing business plans. I actually started my own business of like catering like healthy meals. I was working with a dietitian at the time, and I was, you know, just pursuing my thing. My sister was lives an active lifestyle. She's also super healthy. So in the midst of all this, I actually was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. In 2015. So after that, I had really stuck to a healthy diet, became a vegetarian, and it started to help me heal a lot faster. And you know, I feel better than I ever have now, which is 4 years later. So I am cancer free now.
Oh, amazing!
Yeah. So after all of that, you know, slowly. I had started pitching ideas to create Shaka Bowl. I was writing menus. I got my sister on board. She kind of was helping me out. And then, my brother and my dad were on board, and they helped us out, start our business, because my dad and brother had a construction real estate development for over 50 years.
Okay, so you come from a family of
family
business owners.
Yeah, entrepreneurs. So they helped us get on our feet, and we brought Shaka Bowl to life at the Monroe Center in October of 2016.
And this is your second location.
And then Washington Street is our second location. It's coming up on a year now. So
nice, congratulations.
Yep. And my other store is 3 years. So, and we're hoping to have some more very soon.
Are you planning to expand here in New Jersey, or do you have any plans to go outside?
Right now, we're just feeling out what we want to do.
Yeah.
We haven't decided really. So
if you're going to venture out of Hoboken.
Yeah, we'll definitely venture out of Hoboken. I don't know about state lines just this minute, but it's wanted.
Yeah.
We've gotten, a lot of offers.
Definitely do good in Jersey City. You'll do great there.
Absolutely.
So we'll see.
So what are some foods and shakes that people can find when they come here to Shaka Bowl?
So Shaka Bowl really tries to cater to every lifestyle. Whether you're a vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free, you just want something quick, or we are QSR, so we are a quick service retail restaurant. we really take allergies into consideration. We really take lifestyle needs, you know, keto, paleo, all the fun lifestyle trends people are on right now, and we're behind it. But my sister and I also really believe in like a balanced life. You know, we don't believe in restricting yourself because we feel that it does more internal damage than just affecting the outside of your body. Because like we're prime examples, you know, we live like active lifestyles, healthy lifestyles, and where we were restricting ourselves from, say, eating carbs for whatever reason, just because it can make us lose weight, it'll actually backfire and do the opposite when it comes to your mind, because your mind is so upset with you that like it's not getting what it really, really wants, and it's generally not making you actually that happy. So Krista and I really try to like bring that to our customers' attention, and that like if you really do want like that little bit of half and half in your coffee, like it's gonna be okay. Like you're not going to. You
don't have to be completely vegan.
Yeah, you don't have to be completely any sort of way. You know, like obviously I'm a 100% a vegetarian, but like I eat eggs from time to time. Like if I want it in something, you know, I don't go crazy like trying to
everything in moderation.
Deprive myself. Yeah. So Krista and I really try to bring that to our restaurant, especially. You know, we'll make certain things this way or certain things that way, and that's how I develop my menus. Besides developing, obviously, our restaurant is very colorful, so I'm a colorful human, and we like to make people happy while they're eating.
I love it. It's really pretty in here.
Thank you. So all the pictures on the wall we all took, and my brother is involved. You know, he helps us out with some business stuff, and but it's mainly Krista and I who are at the stores every day, and we deal with all the ins and outs.
Family home run and
all the in and outs and difficulties. And as the song is playing, Fairy Tale Bliss, this is Krista and I's song. So
it's perfect.
The first time we ever walked into our restaurant, actually, when this store was done, this song like randomly started playing. We both just looked at each other and like started to cry, and it's just like it really is meant to be, because we are best friends, and
we work goosebumps.
We work really well together, and you know, we lived together our whole life, and like she ended up going to college where I went to college, and then I dragged her basically to Hawaii with me. She was like, I'm not going, because she had a long-term boyfriend at the time, and, you know, that ended up falling through, but they're still close now. But in hindsight, she was like, this is the end of the world, like I'm never gonna see him, blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, relax, we're going to Hawaii, it's not the end of the world. Like, you know, it's
Hawaii's
amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. So we do everything together. We're really great business partners. You know, a lot of people ask us all the time, like, oh, how do you work with your sister? And I'm just like, well, you know, she's like my best friend, so I really find no issues in it. And it's unlike working with a friend, or, you know,
you can kind of be brutally honest with each other.
Like, if I come out with a recipe, she'll be like, this sucks. Like, we're not selling this. And I was like, all right.
And you won't feel offended, or
but for the most part, you know, her and my brother are my biggest supporters ever since the very beginning. I have an older sister. She's not involved, but, you know, my family, we're very family-oriented. So they've just been with us.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you have like a very busy schedule. So how do you balance a healthy lifestyle with running two different businesses?
You know, I don't put pressure on myself. Like, I'll work out when I feel like it. My sister, unlike my sister, like, you know, she kind of makes time to do it, and like she beats herself up about it if she doesn't get time. But also she also does take like breaks and stuff like that. And my busy lifestyle, I don't know. I just make it work. You know, if you really want to do something, you get it done. And Krista and I don't take a lot of days off, and when we do, you know, like we're still on our phones, and we're still answering emails, and we're dealing with employees, and oh my gosh, I ran out of bananas, or oh my gosh, I'm running out of tuna, and it's Sunday at 5 o'clock, oh my gosh, we still have 4 hours until we close, you know. So, but you know, we make it work, and especially with my life, you know.
But you guys have healthy food here, so I'm sure it's easy when you're at work. You're just eating.
I don't actually eat a lot. I drink a lot of smoothies, to be honest.
Your
I eat a lot of quesadillas.
Really good. So, what were you doing before this?
So before this, before Shaka started, which was 2 years after I had graduated college, I went to Ramapo College of New Jersey I got a communications degree. But I went to college at Clemson University. I was going to swim there. I left there because I wanted to work. So from probably about 7th grade until, you know, the end of college, even after college, I was working in restaurants. I did event planning. I worked for corporate catering. I worked for boutique catering.
Oh wow! So since very young, you've been.
Very, very young. I've worked in pizza places. I've worked in high-end Italian
been
restaurants.
working in the food industry
I've
for a
been
while.
working at big global chains. Like Houston's or Hillstone restaurants. So I've learned everything through them, and I had some really great mentors. I got into Culinary Institute. I was supposed to go to the Culinary Institute of America, but I ended up just being like, I'm going to finish my degree and do that. I tried doing communications for like 2 months, and I was like going home and cooking until 1 a.m. for like clients that I had on the side, and I was like, this is just not for me. And I had always just known that I wanted to be a chef, and I just didn't think it would come true this early on. But until it was a great idea that I had, and my brother kind of egged me on, and he was like, yeah, we should do it. Like, let's do poke and blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, let's do it.
Life kind of brought you here, but your little steps and everything that was going on in your life is somehow still brought you there.
If I would have stayed at Clemson, I would have never went to Hawaii, and I would have never had Shaka Bowl, because I used to beat myself up for leaving Clemson and not swimming there.
Yeah.
And after that, I was like, I just look at
Everything
Shaka Bowl
happens for a
and then
reason.
Hawaii, and I'm like, So everything happens for a reason.
So how do you, I guess, market, and how do you go about networking for your business?
So like I said, I'm like a huge philanthropist. I do a lot of networking with like nonprofits. The past month, my sister and I worked with American Foundation for Suicide, NJ Sharing Network, which is an organ donor foundation, and American Cancer Society. So I attend, some events by these places. My sister and I are part of Women's Entrepreneurs of Hudson County.
Oh, nice.
We're also a part of, we attend Hudson Chamber of Commerce meetings. So we do a lot of networking through a lot of that. And then, we pretty much know most of the business owners in Hoboken itself. We do events for them all the time, just basically like, we've just been showing our face just wherever we can get. We did an event with Sephora this past weekend, which I'm sure you guys would be interested in, and we just keep the ball rolling. So we get catering stuff off of that.
What would you say is your best? I guess it's like more like hands-on with the people is your best form of marketing rather than social media.
Yeah, definitely. I really believe that like just putting your face out there is probably one of the most important things. People want to see the face behind these Instagram handles and these Instagram models, and not just like, especially the food, they want to, especially our story, I believe it's an interesting one, and I think that our food speaks for our story, and that's kind of what I try to do, with all the new things I come up with, and then, like there's a story behind why I made this or why I'm doing this.
And I love that you're the chef also. You're not just a business owner, but you're behind the kitchen.
Yeah, I try, and I have great staff who works for me. I trust everyone. A lot of them have been working for me for almost 3 years now, especially my prep cooks.
Yeah. That's definitely one of the most important things with a business is having people, a great team to help you.
Right. And I just think it's important just to, be present at your business a lot. My sister and we're here almost every day, and whether we're at this store or our Monroe Street location, it definitely wears on us. Like we definitely come in here and people are like, wow, you look really tired. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Thank you for pointing that out. Or we'll do events on the weekend and then we'll still work at the stores. So it's really hard, especially being so young, and sometimes people don't take us as seriously because we are so young.
We were just talking about that in our last episode. It's definitely a struggle, because we do look young and people are kind of just like, well, how old are you, first of all?
Right, yeah, my sister and I, we get that, but I think people, after seeing us and meeting us, they understand, we actually spoke at the Women's Entrepreneur of Hudson County like a couple of months ago, and like we spoke here. It's almost 70 women who are like a great deal older than us came to listen to Chris and I speak, and that was just so humbling to us because we haven't really been in this that long, but like I guess it's just all about your presence and how you carry yourself, and just having confidence and really just believing in your product. So like Chris and I really believe in our product. I think a lot of people come into the restaurant business because they see money or like they don't. There's really nothing. Yeah, it's just like they kind of are retired and they just opened a store. But like it's, with Shaka Bowl, it's very we're driven. Like we want to spread the word that
There's
like
a really great story behind it too. So it's very much like, you know, part of your lives and your journey.
Yeah, and you know, we want to be able to share what we experience, like with cancer and just everything with Hawaii and the lifestyle there, and like bringing just like happy, kind, nice, positive. Like,
is there anything that you would do differently starting out the business, like now looking back?
Probably be absolutely ready, but then I probably wouldn't have fallen so many times, and then I probably wouldn't be as skilled as I am now, because it really takes you to fall to like understand what you did wrong and why it went wrong and how to pick yourself back up. And my sister and I definitely have experienced that. We still are learning, you know, almost 3 years in.
That's with any business. Every business, no matter what point that you are, whether you're like 10 years deep or 20 years deep, you're always going to be learning. And I think the most important thing is to always, you know, keep the focus of your, you know, your motto or what is behind your business, and just always pick yourself up and learn from it.
Yeah, and you know, we moved out of our parents' house pretty much with no money and like every penny we had saved, and we're just like thrown into the fire. Like, we're opening a restaurant that's operating almost 16 hours a day, Monday through Sunday. And like we were like, we have to like live at the restaurant. So we literally moved into an apartment that was down the block because we had no idea what we were doing. Like my sister and I were, it was like literally us and like 2 other employees when we first started. It's come a really long way in 3 years, and just, you know, it helped us grow. So
those are the sacrifices.
You know, I've worked every single weekend for almost the last 3 years. Saturday, Sunday. I just recently started taking off Sundays, but like we're still here and we're around. And, we really don't go on vacation much. So we've sacrificed a lot. You know, we don't see our friends as much, and our family understands, but you know, we had to deal with like our friends being like, oh, okay, well, I'm missing out on that, or like holiday weekends, like Memorial Day weekend. I can't go down the shore with all my friends, you know, and like that's just stuff I had to suck up.
I think that's why it's so important for us to bring other boss babes on and to share the stories, because sometimes you feel like you're going through that alone. Like, I'm going through this business, I've been here 2 or 3 years, you know, why am I struggling? You can't like compare yourself to other people. You have to like go through your own journey. And I think it's important to hear that, like, you know, we're all going through the same thing. We all have to make sacrifices. We
all have those sleepless nights, those, you know, 7-day, 24-hour work weeks, you know, always being the only one to open up and close. But it's all worth it at the end. I mean, it's yours. You've seen it grown in just 3 years. Like you said, it was only just 4 of you guys, you and your sister and 2 other employees. And now you have yourself a team that keeps building and getting better. And just, you know, the formula will change, but the concept won't.
Any advice for anybody who wants to go into the food or drink industry?
It's a lot of sacrifice. Don't go in it for the money. And have a mission, probably. Like, really try to express yourself.
Very important.
Well,
I think
we have your drink in front of you.
Cheers
to you, your journey, for being cancer-free.
Thank you.
Your awesome business, great food, great environment.
And offering a lifestyle that, you know, like you said, I think it's all about balance, and there's so many fad diets, and people get so obsessed with different things that I think balance is just the perfect way to go about it, because you're not restricting yourself.
Whatever works for your schedule.
Cheers to that.
Thank you, ladies.
Now, we do a fun little game always. Never have I ever.
Have you ever played Never Have I Ever?
Yes.
Okay. Most people have. Just want to make sure in case. So our first one is, never have I ever attended a networking event and left feeling not empowered. Did you ever attend a networking event and maybe just were disappointed at the outcome?
No.
No.
I feel like I always feel good.
I'm thinking, no. I guess we all have to drink to that.
I was wondering when you guys would say that.
You're like, when can I drink this?
You know, any like special networking event that really stands out?
My sister and I were nominated for Forbes 30 Under 30 this past year, so we went to Boston back in the fall, and we met other entrepreneurs of all different genres, and we met a lot of people in the franchising business, and we got a lot of really helpful tips. So that was probably one of the best
amazing
networking events that I've been to.
Oh my God, congrats. That's absolutely, I love that. So another toast. We should have just done our toast today to this young lady here because she's amazing.
Yeah, you are amazing.
Thank you.
All right. Never have I ever attended a women empowerment event and felt negative energy.
From like someone or maybe just there.
I'm gonna say I have, which is sad.
Yeah.
I feel like-
Unfortunately, there's a lot of cattiness still out there.
Yeah, I get that all the time. I actually had we did the Hoboken Girl Wellness Crawl on Sunday, and it was a fabulous, fabulous event. And I was speaking to some fellow crawlers who had been by, and I guess one of the women who has a big Instagram handle, and she was trying to speak, but they were speaking to me, and she kind of just gave a lot of attitude and walked out the door, and I was very confused by this because I don't know, I just got, I just got bad vibes, and like sometimes I do come into that networking events where people only want to talk about themselves.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like that's the right attitude. You learn more by listening and
Definitely by helping each other and
helping each other and empowering women, and I'm all about that.
Yeah.
And it's different. It's difficult to go to those types of events and expect people to not just want to talk about themselves. And I guess I've learned to grow with that. And sometimes I go and I literally don't even talk about myself. I'm just like, hi, I'm the founder of Shaka Bowl. I'm an executive chef. And then I just let them talk because I'm like, they probably feel very empowered by being able to tell me everything about them, and I love that.
Yeah.
But I think some people need to be more open-minded.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I think there's too many people still on that competitive mode, and they just feel like there's not enough room for all of us. But I think there is, and I think you grow the most when you work together.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think there's so many events going on like that sometimes people just want to make money. And like you said, even about the restaurant, if you have to be doing it for the right reasons, and then that's when you feel that the vibe is different.
Right.
So yeah, there's always those times. But for the most part, I do think it's empowering, but you can't control everything. So there are those times where you're like, are we supposed to be supporting each other here, or what's going on?
Never have I ever started a diet and not finished it.
Oh, dear. I'm just going to drink this whole cup for that one.
Yeah, I definitely have, but I don't believe in diets anymore. No offense to our listeners.
I think it was interesting what you were saying about the balance and the carbs, because I feel like I am kind of always like trying something different.
There's always those fad diets like no carbs or the keto diet.
But the thing with that is that people don't realize that that's not just a diet. That's why my sister and I believe in calling them lifestyles, because you really have to say that you're never going to eat that again, because once you go back to it, you end up gaining back all the weight, or your cholesterol still is going to rise,
or your body doesn't even react to it the same way. There's things that I've cut off and I've had it again, and I'm like, I feel sick.
Like I genuinely really wanted to be a vegetarian, so I changed my lifestyle. I didn't necessarily just want to stop eating meat just because I saw like how good it is for you. Like you have to really like put a backing to what you're doing, and I believe that with everything. Like there has to be a reason why you're doing it.
Yeah.
And if it's just to lose weight, I don't believe that. I'm a believer in it, because it happened to me. I was an athlete my entire life, very active. I ate healthy, and I always was. I had an eating disorder in high school, even though I was a really competitive swimmer. And the moment I stopped, because after I had thyroid cancer, one of the main things was that like my medicine was all messed up, and I was going through a really, really hard time, and like they tell you might gain weight, and I was even harder on myself. And finally I was just like, one day I couldn't take it anymore, and I was like, I just don't care. And then a few months I lost 30 pounds. Because I was just like, I'm gonna stop trying. I'm just gonna eat what I want when I want. Like,
and
I'm not saying go out and eat, donuts and then pizza and then a sub for dinner, but like, just like.
When you get carried away, you get into that lifestyle that you're just like, forget it, I'll just order this.
And just eat healthy, eat in moderation, balance, and just be happy about what you're doing, and that it's good. It makes you feel happy, and that made me feel happy. And I was just like, I'm gonna stop working out. I'm gonna just drink smoothies and eat healthy and just eat pizza when I want. Eat like mozzarella sticks whenever I feel like.